Hey, Matt.
Vishal, how are you?
Hey, good, Matt. Appreciate you taking my call.
I'm
The
really
reason
glad
why,
you called, man. Thanks for calling in. Sounds like you have a
yeah,
cybersecurity question. What's happening?
yeah. So, I have a company that has seen a lot of growth the last couple of years, especially during COVID, and you know, even a lot of my peers, they're in a similar situation. And I was reaching out to you because I've kind of left my eye off the ball on something important, cybersecurity. And now my company is roughly about 15 million revenue a year, and I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to cybersecurity. And there's so many providers out there. I wanted to ask you, like, what is a way to kind of look out for? What should I look out for from a company in terms of when they're providing these services? I really don't know what I'm doing in this space.
That's a great question. And you have such an awesome opportunity right now. It's like a green field. You're gonna bring somebody in, and that person is gonna help you with a strategy and execution as you grow your business. And it sounds like you're planning to grow, right?
Yeah, definitely. We're growing, and this is a topic that I have unfortunately neglected and I don't know much about. I know I need to
Yeah,
do something
yeah.
about it.
Well, you're not alone. There's so many business owners that are starting to see that now. So your question is, what can you do? What should you do as far as bringing somebody on to give you guidance and to make sure that you're set up for the future? So
Yeah.
the first thing you should do is once you have a few people that you're considering. Okay, the first thing you should do with each of them is validate their experience. You got to be really careful to really dive into their background, dive into what they've done. Just really, it's a lot of conversations. It's checking references. I got to tell you, part of it is a gut feel too. After you check
Hmm.
references, after you really see where they've been, what they've done, you can sort of tell if it's somebody you can work with. So that's the second
Right.
piece. You've got to make sure that once you validate their experience, that look, you're going to be having a lot of conversations. You're going to be talking about budget. You're going to be talking about strategy. You're going to be talking about execution. You've got to make sure that you can work with them, right? Because you're still the owner of the business. Although
Right.
they're the advisor and they're the expert in the field, you still are the owner of the business, and you still have to make decisions. It's possible you're not going to be able to have an endless budget and do whatever they want to do. So you've got to have somebody who's collaborative and who
Mm.
also understands the business side of running a business, so that it's not a tug of war. It's more of a collaborative conversation with this with cybersecurity expert. You got to make sure they're a strategic thinker, right? So you don't want somebody who's just a technical person, because there's a lot of
Mhm.
technical solutions. There's a lot of tools you're going to put in place. There's a lot of testing you're going to do, and you probably aren't going to understand what all of these things are. And frankly, you don't need to. You just need to know that the person that you're trusting understands them. But your ability to, your confidence in knowing that they are a strategic thinker and they can work within that framework that you've explained to them you want. So that's so important. So those three things are really important, and they're not in the weeds. They're not like super deep under the hood, but they're business level, zoomed out important things. Find somebody that is a strategic thinker. Find somebody where you can validate their experience and you can check off all the boxes that they know what they're doing, and somebody that can communicate well with you and understands your business. If you get
Awesome.
that, when you get that person, it's going to take the stress off of you, because now you've got a trusted advisor that's going to help you grow that business.
I understand. I like what you're saying about they got to understand my business, because you're right. I can't do everything, and I don't even understand everything. So I got to have someone that knows what resources I have, what I can do with them.
Yeah, there's no question that that's critically important. And I would tell you one thing you could put out there to really just kind of validate that the person is good. Ask them to send you or to give you some examples of their IT audits.
Okay.
Ask them to give you an example of their reports, things that they've given to other people. Obviously, redacting things that you shouldn't see, but you want to see what the end result is. You want to see what their deliverables look like, so that you can look at it
Right.
and say, okay, this makes sense. And one other thing I would tell you is your insurance company, everybody's insurance company is asking about cybersecurity. So you want to find out if they have a lot of experience in working with compliance and insurance company requirements, and how they've handled that in the past, because that's going to come your way.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. Awesome. Awesome advice.
Awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I hope it helped.
Definitely.
Hope it helps grow your business.
Yeah. I appreciate
All right, you got it. Enjoy that cold weather up in Virginia.
it.
Beautiful, beautiful time of year.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you,
Thanks
man.
for the call.
Bye.
Okay, bye bye. If you want to find out more about how we can help you with your IT, with your technology, with your cybersecurity, click the link down below, schedule a free consultation. We'd love to speak with you.